In this video, we're going to be talking about how to use symbols and assets within our project. So a symbol is basically a container of other objects. So in fact, we've already started working with symbols by pulling these in from our other project, from the asset pack. So whenever I click on this navigation bar, it all stays as one unit. This is one symbol. You can notice this also from the green outline. Symbols are always outlined in green. If I click this other symbol, the status bar, I see the same thing happening. So what if I want to modify these, though? I can't necessarily make direct changes to this because these are being linked to another document. So I just want to show you this really quick. If you have this problem where it's showing this little link in the corner, you can right-click and say unlink symbol, and now it should be able to be modified. So I'll do the same thing here, right-click, unlink symbol, and now I can actually modify it and make some changes. So we've changed a symbol that we've brought in from another project. Let's now create our own symbols that we can reuse over and over again. They're almost like templates. So on the bottom over here, we can click this to open up the Assets window, which shows you several different tabs. For instance, the Symbols tab, Character Styles, and Colors. To quickly go over these, colors are colors that you use within your project. As we have something of a particular color selected, we can click this plus right here and it will add that color to our color palette asset. Character styles are basically used for text, so as we have this text right here, as it's highlighted, if I click the plus, it'll add that specific type of text style over here. So this is SF Pro Display 34 point. Symbols, however, are more like a collection of objects. So whenever I have these symbols that I brought in from our UI assets, if I drag and drop those into the scene, you see how they appear. We can create our own very easily. I'm going to just create a simple button symbol. So I'm going to make the modifications that I want to make. I'm going to change the color a little bit. And I'll add some placeholder text. And while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and center that text. Change the color a little bit. So this is my symbol. I'm happy with how this looks. I want to reuse this over and over again for different buttons throughout my project. So what I do is I simply select both of the objects or all of the objects by just dragging a box over them. I can also do this by holding down Shift and clicking the different objects, but I'm just going to drag a box. And then just like how we added the colors and the character styles before, we can click this plus to add a new symbol. I can give it a name. I'll call this button 1. And now we have our symbol in our library. So I can pull this out to generate another button. I can edit the text here. These are all going to be instanced to that first button. So as I drop new buttons in, they're always going to have this placeholder text or whenever I originally instanced them. So we can use symbols really powerfully to edit our documents.